Hello, everyone out there on the internet who is a subscriber to the Geek Elite Media Patreon. This is just for you guys, or for someone later if we decide to post this as a sample of the content that we're posting just on the Patreon. Maybe in a month or so, I don't know. I'll talk to Mitch about that after the fact. I wanted to ask you guys a question.
Oh no.
We'll take it one at a time. We'll decide some rules together for your answer. But I wanted to find out for each of you guys, if you had to choose one object that would return to you, like Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, what would you choose?
Oh, just one?
Uh-huh. Now, just some things to think about for this one, because I've gotten some, frankly, kind of dumb answers. A steak, which seems bad. That's a consumable. You'll just the one steak back forever. So I guess you pull your poop around for a little bit until it becomes dust. I don't know. But tell me.
Yeah.
Thoughts. And it's okay. We can go through a couple drafts. I realize I've sprung this question on you guys.
Yeah, I really dislike not being prepared for these things.
What? The hypothetical, just fun question. You don't need to be prepared. He's not psychoanalyzing you.
The people of the internet will be judging us.
The people on the internet are judging you anyway, so don't worry about that.
Exactly. That's the point. That's the problem. That's why all of this should be heavily prepared.
To those of you guys who are hearing this right now, the list is Chelsea, Rafa, and who was the other one, Mitch?
Case.
Okay, yeah. To those of you, feel free to tweet at Mitch with what you would like for yours.
Wait, why does that be at me specifically? Why not at Geek Elite? Like, that's the whole point we have that Twitter for.
No, Mitch, I want to see Mitch have to deal with this one.
Oh. Okay.
You get the money, you get the cost.
All right,
Oh,
I think I have my answer.
Okay, hit us.
I'm gonna go with a cue ball.
A cue ball, one cue ball, a standard cue ball. It's not super limited edition or anything.
No, it's a standard, white cue ball from pretty much any pool set that you can get. I figure like it's great for scratches. You can just pull it right back to you, and also it's nice and heavy, so it's a good projectile too. You can throw it and then just recall the evidence.
I did see the one character. I think it was Stanley Yelnats. He took out a dude with one of those in holes. No one messes with the caveman.
Yeah, and Rocco killed somebody with a cue ball in the Boondock Saints, so I know that they're deadly.
That's fair. Anybody else have one yet? Don't, Elizabeth. I think we'll come to yours last.
Thank you.
So wait, does it have to be something that I already have readily available, or something I could easily get?
I mean, don't say you want the whale's crown jewels or anything.
So you're telling me I can't actually just say Mjolnir?
I mean, I was gonna just say like a large carat diamond, because then I could sell it to someone and then call it back to me and then sell it to someone again.
Diamonds are easily traceable. Then you'd want something that's not easily identifiable.
If it doesn't have a serial number etched into it. Anyways.
You're gonna end up getting murdered.
I do like this one, Mitch, because for John, I also like yours. You didn't go with steak, toilet paper, and some of the other answers I've gotten for this one. Like I said, some real dum-dums out there. You said a thing that, even though it burns, is, by most metrics, very hard to destroy.
Right.
John, yours, if you went to call it and you were inside of a building in a moment of real need, you would hope you were by a window or something. Does this change what you think for yours?
Or relatively thin walls, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just drywall.
Does the way that Mjolnir function, does it only travel in a straight line? Like it cannot zigzag through hallways or anything like that?
It does seem to do a good job, but we hear some clanging.
Exactly.
It's not perfect.
It barrels through things. Okay.
Yeah. It's like a Roomba. For the most part, it does its job, but sometimes you walk in the room and it's upside down and spurting water somehow.
Like, how'd that happen?
Now, for you, Jess, what do you think you would go with?
Well, it's probably not the most original, kind of. But as a writer, the amount of money that I spend on lost pens, constantly rebuying pens. So if I could just get the perfect pen that like never runs out of ink and it just writes so smoothly and it doesn't smear my left hand because I'm a lefty. And then also maybe it also has a hidden knife in it just for protection issues.
Just an also hidden knife.
Hidden knife. I'm also like now just picturing the Percy Jackson pen sword thing.
Yeah. So far we have ink, a pen that never runs out of ink, which doesn't exist currently, that also has a knife in it.
Just.
Well, you have those metal pens.
Happy forever. It's a pen that doesn't run out of ink and that can also protect me.
Well, if you just hold on to the ink well all the time, then your pen will never run out of ink. You just have to keep refilling it.
No, I can't hold on to anything for forever. That's why I spend so much money buying the same pens over and over again, because I keep losing them in the black hole that is my room and my purse and my car and my everything.
There is a loophole to this.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Because you can choose the power to always pull your magic wand from the Potterverse, and then using the wand, you can always just use an Axio spell to call anything else back. So it's like,
once again,
cover everything.
Thing that doesn't exist. Magic doesn't exist.
That's what I'm thinking. For Jessica, I'm choosing to believe that she got a pen that's like one of those like Kirkland items that like has a little pocket knife in it, but then also accepts like ink cartridges.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm going with in my mind to make this.
It's got a laser pointer built in.
Yeah, 100%. And it's got like a level with a little bubble.
That's really not a pen that can turn into a sword.
And it's got a compass, and it's also got a toothpick, and
See, you say it like it's crazy, but I'll post a thing here. Wait, right now, Steven, future Steven, when you're editing this video, that's the pen I mean. That's a real pen.
There are several versions of that pen.
So, Elizabeth, where do you sit right now with your thing?
What I think I want is a titanium Swiss Army knife.
Very practical, and there are multiple things for this one that I think augment yours in a way that makes it as practical as the one I think I've arrived on.
Oh,
Okay.
But before I tell you mine, because mine, I don't think I need to describe this thing. I don't need to describe a setting where I have to use this one. But for each of yours, how would you use yours in the coolest way possible in a scene in a movie? You're like the lowest rung superhero. It's that episode of Family Guy where Meg gets like long nails. You're tasked with saving the day with your diamond, your cue ball, and your Kirkland pen. Swiss Army knife. What's the situation where this comes in handy? Hit me. Mitch, I'm gonna put you first for this one.
I mean, it's the simplest thing for me is that someone has me at gunpoint and I have my hands up, and all of a sudden a diamond comes flying through their skull.
That's the easiest one for all of our stuff, though.
Yeah, it's the first thing I thought about. I guess the other item would be like, oh, I'm in a situation where I need to refract a bunch of light, laser light some way, and now I have a diamond to do that.
Or if you're in an all-glass prison, you can cut your way out of it.
There you go.
100% that you can get out Magneto. All right, so John, for yours, what's the badass situation you're gonna get out with this cue ball?
All right, so we're in a bank situation. It's being robbed because right now the economy's kind of bad. COVID's got a lot of people unemployed. People are getting desperate. So everybody says, get down on the ground. They're robbing the Wells Fargo down the street here. And I call my cue ball. It blows in. I try to position myself first so that I'm standing in a point where I'm near a window, and there's also I'm saying there's going to be 3 bank robbers. They're working as a team. This is like the town.
Huh?
You got one guy as the wheelman. He's waiting outside. So I have to position myself near the window.
Mhm.
And then there's got to be one of the robbers in front of me. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a distraction, a little sleight of hand. And all of a sudden, the cue ball just breaks in through the glass, smacks him in the back of the head. He throws off a few rounds because, the impact caused him to squeeze the trigger. He doesn't have any trigger discipline. So that causes more panic. Everybody looks around like, what's going on? I'm back down on the ground, but I throw the cue ball again. It doesn't matter if I miss. I just have to go in the general direction of the next guy. And then I gotta kind of make sure that I'm positioning myself again so that they're between me and the cue ball. And then I just recall the ball back. And just repeat that. And then for good measure, just go back out and get the guy in the car.
And like badass music playing. For both of your guys, I did think of catchphrases for these situations. So for Mitch's, you pull the diamond through the guy's head, and it's like stuck there, at first, and then you call it to you again, and it dislodges itself from him, and you go, that must have been that diamond in the rough they were talking about. And then for John's, when he takes the last guy down, he goes, Q should have been more careful.
You should have been more careful. Oh my goodness. Boo. Boo.
And that is how you all know that this is not scripted.
Just for yours, what's your badass situation with the pin? I'll oh man, now I'm sad I didn't say this one in some way, shape, or form. I was gonna say I'll cue you up for this one, but the pen is indeed mightier than the sword.
No.
The pen isn't mightier than the sword. I don't know. I just feel like it's just one of those happy things. Like I can always loan out a pen to somebody who desperately needs it, and I will always get my pen back. So I'm just going to be that pen lady that you can depend on to get a pen. If you need to remember your grocery list, if you need to remember the codes to stop the nuclear end of the war, just you need a pen, and you occasionally need a knife to stab a guy that's hitting on you a little bit too much. It's just just
all of the other ones.
It's okay, use it for now. It'll come back.
Slip that one in there.
Yeah.
Just slide that one in.
Everything else, when you're in a bank, you need to help someone write some things down. Whatever. You gotta draw a thing, put a list together, stab a man who's flirting with you too much.
Now you can keep the pen is mightier catchphrase, but you gotta say it like Sean Connery in the Saturday Night Live Jeopardy episodes.
Mightier than the sword.
Yes, the penis mightier.
I was thinking your whole thing is that you can depend on her. That was the one for me.
Wow, that was a stretch.
I didn't say it was good.
Did you hurt yourself though? Stretching that far?
I've been doing morning yoga. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Now, Elizabeth, what is your situation? I mean, I think you're in the clear here to say all of them because it's a Swiss Army knife.
Say all of them with a Swiss Army knife. Most likely, get some situation where I recall it to help me break out of a cell, and then use the knife portion of the Swiss Army knife to stab the guards as I am leaving the building.
So, plot twist. That man, he had been stabbed earlier in the week by Jess flirting with him.
For flirting too hard.
Yeah.
That's how I know who to kill first.
Now, I also want to say that it gave a different turn of events. If I was stranded on a deserted island, or if I was in the jungle, having a cue ball that I can return to myself is great as a hunting weapon for killing monkeys or whatever else kind of wildlife is there. Just brain something real quick.
I want to go for the wild boar first before you go for monkeys. But, hey.
The monkeys will come back.
You see, you said you made it sound like it was a binary situation, Mitch. Like it was either wild boars or wild monkeys. But what if they're working together?
It's more than anything.
Hey, monkeys are starting to enter the Stone Age now, so pretty soon they'll be making spears. They can ride the boars. They'll be riding into battle.
Gotta watch out for this.
Can't go to that. Don't go to that city in Thailand that's being overrun with monkeys now.
Wait, in the city in where? Thailand?
Yeah.
That dates when this happened. Anyway, mine for this one was I just wanted to have it be one carbiner.
Carabiner?
Yeah, just
Yep.
one of those, and then I clip whatever is important to it.
I hate you.
Whenever, because I canonically, as me, Stephen Clark, I always have one of those on me at any given time, on my pants.
Well, what happens in a situation where you put it on something, and then you need something else completely different?
Oh no, I mean I'm screwed. I should have planned ahead.
Well, it's like, how does that deal with your situation, of coming through walls?
I mean, like
Because whatever you've attached to that carabiner, even if the carabiner itself is made of, say, titanium or something that's very durable, if you attach something very fragile to it, then it'll just shatter.
in that situation, at least I have my carabiner.
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 I changed my answer.
What's the answer?
A $20 bill. Just a plain $20 bill. And it's thin enough it can get through anything. You can always get your way out of anything with $20.
If you're over in Thailand, $20 probably goes a little bit further.
That's right.
Not against monkeys, though.
But
You can buy the bananas and give to the monkeys.
I want to thank you guys for joining me in this thought experiment.
Okay.
If anyone does have any kind of psychological breakdown of who we are as people based on the answers that we gave today, please tweet at us.
Are we going to go to the trolley experiment next?
If people wanted to tweet at you guys about the response that you gave for this question today, where can they find you, Mitch?
You can find me on Twitter. I am at Mitchipedia, GEM. GEM stands for Geek Elite Media.
And now, John?
I just wanted to point out that Steven got us all to say that we would use our power to hurt people, and he
Yes.
did nothing of the sort.
I mean,
I'm not going to kill people, man. I didn't make you say that.
Jessica isn't killing anybody. She's
Just stabbing people.
no, that's just
It's a defensive poke.
I've had that pen. The last time I went to our dance club, the Crest. Just get off. It's ridiculous, guys. Just don't come up from behind. Just get off.
I do agree. It's ridiculous.
Those defensive strikes a cobra does, they don't fill you with venom. They're just like, hey, get away.
But
Alright,
John, if they wanted to tweet at you about cobras and all like cue balls and so on, where could they find you on Twitter?
You can find me at Magic Bollocks.
And for you, Jess?
You can find me on Twitter as JM Bailey Writes with her pen.
And for you, Elizabeth, where can they find you on Twitter?
You can find me with the rest of Geek Elite Media at Geek Elite Media.
Okay. Again, thank you guys for being patrons or consider being a Patreon at patreon.com/Geek Elite Media. I'm assuming, Mitch?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Just want to say thank you for that. And always remember to
Geek
Geek
out.
That was a very Borat double thumbs up.
eh,
Very nice.
my wife.